So I finish off on a little thought to share, really. And the title of this one is, Are You Adding to the White Noise? Now, this is a phrase I've picked up recently, the white noise. White noise is something that's always in the background that people tend to ignore. White noise is something that can be just tuned out if it's not really important, like a washing machine ticking away or some kind of clock ticking. It's white noise. Now, the problem is that white noise is predominating the internet at the moment. Now, a lot of people, mortgage advisors, are told to do social selling, social marketing, social prospecting. I teach it as well, and it's the right thing to do. But what's happening is that they tell you to put content out there and educate customers on your topic. But as much content as you can, so when people find it on the internet, it draws them to your website and they do business with you. That's the model. And I kind of get that. But the problem is that it's too simplistic. Because what's happening is that all you're doing is you're putting out content there. You're just adding to all the other white noise that's out there. I mean, I've seen LinkedIn being used by mortgage advisors to posting videos on how to remortgage, for example. I saw one this morning all about buy-to-let mortgages. It was a podcast. The difference between fixed and variable rates are often explained. How to buy a house. Mortgage advisors do this really well. Don't get me wrong, I'm not criticizing anybody. Most of them are just head and shoulders. Me, for example, talking to you now. And that's great. But again, what they're doing is they're just adding to the crowded amount of content that's already there. Because all we're doing is we're just giving people information about these products. They're probably copying and pasting from some brochure and just presenting it, maybe with a PowerPoint or maybe just verbally talking about it. Now, what we need to do, what people are looking for from you as a mortgage advisor is not white noise. They're looking to you to act as an interpreter of information rather than an information giver. A giver of information just gives generic information. An interpreter figures out what the clients need and then apply the information to the client's current circumstances. So they figure out the client's problems, challenges, issues, etc., and then apply it to people's circumstances. And you've got to look at all sorts of examples, haven't you? Just take, for example, a buy-to-let. You can give great information about a buy-to-let mortgage, but if your particular client base happens to be, I don't know, NHS surgeons, for example, or people working in doctors, that sort of thing, they're going to be high rate taxpayers as a result of that, and very busy people too. So you want to be applying the buy-to-let mortgage knowledge with their world. So high rate taxpayers need to be thinking of an SPV in which to purchase the property to reduce their taxation on it. So that's a particular area of information which you'll apply the challenge that your people have. You might want to talk about the fact that you can employ people to manage the property for you at a certain percentage, thus carrying on with your full-time job. Or you might want to talk about holiday lets as an alternative to buy-to-lets because of the taxation advantages. When you talk about it, though, mention that you can use Airbnb or you can use, visit devon.com websites in which they take care of a lot of the hassle for you. So make sure that you interpret it for your selected client base. And this one comes down to the next thing. Do you therefore target your client base? If you want to be an interpreter, you've got to be able to know who your target base is, your client base is. Who's your target market? Please, 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 please don't tell me that you're marketing to everybody and anyone. If you do that, that's not going to work. You want to look at your specific audience, be it a geography, a people, occupation, character, or whatever, your specific audience. And the more you know that audience, the more, therefore, you can interpret the noise and make it useful information. So you are targeting a market, aren't you? Please tell me you're not marketing to everybody on LinkedIn. And that's a message for another day. So remember, are you adding to the white noise? If you are, then you want to be an interpreter of information. That's really key learning there for all mortgage advisors. But we'll leave it at that, shall we?